Well, they're trying Vietnam. They try and find a way through. And past Siwarak in goal. Another save he's had to make. It's flicked on the first time and just bobbling around in the box. Eventually into the arms of Siwarak. This has been the story for Vietnam in this Suzuki Cup. The fact that they've created opportunities but they haven't been able to finish them off. The shooting accuracy throughout the competition has been poor.
Yeah, they've had all those chances, haven't they? Go back to that game against Indonesia in particular, game against Laos. They struggled against the back five. And that's what they're facing right now. They came into this tournament big favourites, 99th in the world. Highest ranked side in Southeast Asia. Thailand number 2, they are very keen to regain that status as the kings of ASEAN. They had 2 goalless draws in World Cup qualifiers, but the difference being that it was Vietnam who impressed greatly. Thailand limply eliminated. Innocuous shot straight at Siwarak.
It's lacking a little bit of composure in those key moments, in those attacking areas. Again, Tien Lin just snatches at this, falls into him in a pretty good position. Yes, he was getting closed down by Saraj, but you wonder if he could perhaps have taken a touch first in front of him, set himself up for a better shot at goal. Just look at the touches there, Theraton. Lots of involvement in this game, leading the way. Followed by Ho Tan Tai and Quang Hai. And it's interesting that we haven't seen Chanatip's name there. Not as much involvement in this game.
He was immense, wasn't he, in that last game? First leg. Sada with the clearance. Important touch on Sada. There's out a foul. Certainly Van Tuan felt that was, but looked good from Sada, didn't it?
Incredible challenge from Sada. Such a solid challenge. And again, another one who I think has done really well in central defence for Thailand.
Narubadin looks up. Low pass looking for perhaps Chanatip. Bit stretched at the moment, Sada. There's Tanawat. There's Manuel Beer. I'm more confident now on the ball, Thailand. 25 minutes or so here for the Vietnamese to get back into this. They need 2 goals. This again works for them. Saraj rolling around.
Clever touch away. Just takes it away from Tianzong. There. And then contact arrives. There'll come a point where their frustration is going to start to creep in for Vietnam. So things not going their way. Lots of stoppages.
3 defeats in semi-finals in the first leg. 2007, 2010 and 2016 for Vietnam. And all 3, they would not go on to the final.
I think we could potentially be seeing Poklo Anand coming on for Thailand. Seeing a bit of movement on the bench.
There's the keeper, Chapchai, who was tearful as he got stretchered off, and he may I've seen this last bit of action here, the AFF Suzuki Cup 2020. We'll see, and we'll know in the coming days. Didn't want to get that change on now. Sarac is going off. Poklo Anand will replace him. 30-year-old Poklo, one of the more experienced players here, plays for Bangkok United. Team that, of course, Mano Polking knows well. 50 caps for his country. Thailand have made 4 changes now. Rather dramatic from Tantai, who was not happy with that. Win Tuan Han is going to come on. Van Duk is the man who's replacing.
Oh yeah, they're not happy with that. Mano Polking in his bench. I thought there was a kick out at Tirasin. The referee said play on. Wasn't having any of it. He's having a word with the fourth official now. Let's have a look here. Takes the ball away. That's a foul. It's very unfortunate, Tirasin.
Tuan Han, 26 years of age, 21 caps for his country. Had a stint in Japan with Yokohama FC. He's a new man in. 3 changes now made by Vietnam.
He's Tuan Han's a player I really quite like. Bags of energy. Can really dictate the game from midfield with the way he makes his runs in behind opposition defences. Works very hard to win those first and second balls as well. Frustrating times for Vietnam. And even Tanawa is telling his teammates, just take as long as you need, take as long as you like, just slow it down, relax, take as much time, walk up to the ball. And Tirasin again making himself available. Couple of words exchanged between himself and Tan Chung.
Yeah, he's kept it. He's a very humble guy, isn't he? Tirasin is one of the best exports for Thailand. In Japan and Spain. Almeria in La Liga. Didn't really work out for him. A couple of spells in Japan. Now 35. The all-time top scorer in the AFF Suzuki Cup. Roshan, you described some of those balls forward as a little bit desperate at times. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. They've got 20 minutes to get these 2 goals. Have they threatened enough for you in the second half?
No, they haven't. They haven't. I mean, Sivarak has had to make a couple of saves, but generally I think he's been comfortable. It's nothing that he's really been troubled by.
Again, the crowd can just hear what they're trying to do. I think it's starting to feel time is against them.
You can start to feel like it's not going your way. The things are going against you and you're running out of ideas.
by Elias Gola. Now, could be dangerous here, Thailand in these sort of situations.
You know, since there's a bit of a lull in the play here, I think what Vietnam really need to do is what Thailand have done the last few years in terms of players going abroad, playing in Japan, playing at a higher level. And I know Vietnam have done that previously. The likes of Kong Fung have gone overseas, Xuan Trong has gone overseas. But it hasn't really worked out for them. And perhaps there's this fear among Vietnamese players that if they make the move, then it could go flat. Couldn't work for them. But it's an opportunity, it's a risk you got to take. I look at this Vietnamese team and I think of Quang Hai immediately. I mean, I think for a couple of years now he's perhaps been ready to move on. And I could see him, just like Chanatip, thriving in the J-League, for example, in terms of the style of play. I don't know about the K-League, just because the styles are quite different.
We'll come back to that now. Look at that, Narabani on that right-hand side. That's a poor ball from him.
And Hoang Duc's another one from this Vietnamese side, I think, ready to test himself in a higher level league.
High clearance from him. Now Tiraton. Well, just look at the success of the likes of Tiraton and Chanatip. Tirson to a certain extent in the J-League, of course. J-League have been very open to this part of the world, haven't they? Very welcoming. Got some agreements here with ASEAN nations.
I think the K-League is something similar as well in terms of the quotas.
There's an ASEAN